Oh, hello again. How are you all doing? It seems every single time I record there is a huge amount of wind. Inescapable. So, as you can probably see by the title, I've said I'm going to talk about something to do with despair. And well, I think it's a very important topic, and you know, we all have those moments where we're feeling down, you know, about the sickening state of this modern world. And what I wanted to kind of say was what some of that actually you know, what to do about it, and how we should deal with that. Because more importantly, what are the results of that, and what are its causes? And it's in my mind that despair, despairing at the current state of things, is a phenomenon that's often that comes about through just being in online circles, just being online. Now, I don't mean to say that being online is bad, like going online, going on the internet, because I've met wonderful people online. You know, there's so many things I've been able to do online that I wouldn't have been able to do offline. So many thoughts I could share that I couldn't share offline. But there are also drawbacks, and we need to consider those we need to consider them, because when you arrive at something like what me and Lobster often call mass and scale, you find that when you see articles online, when you see pieces of news and that sort of thing, it's very easy to feel like, well, what can we do? You know, there's this horrible, immoral, unbiblical, decadent act being committed in another country, or this state is doing this, sending 1 billion to Ukraine, or trillions, whatever it is, and you often think, what on earth can we do about that? When Mr. Joe Biden's standing in his darkened room like some kind of evil Sith Lord, when he talks of using his fighter planes and, well, whatever they are, jets and all that kind of thing, and high-tech weaponry against any who commit any insurrection, it's very easy to think, yeah, we've not got much chance, have we, when you see those things online. But I feel like there's, what's the phrase? You're putting the cart before the horse. There are things there are things you can do, there are things that you're able to do in the real world, and in fact it's through the real world that you're able to achieve things. And we just need the confidence to go from the online world to the offline world. If you're not going to get things done if you're merely online, if you're just using the internet with at the behest of some internet tech company. Mass and scale was meant many of us fall into despair, or black-pilled, as the term is called, and thinking, what are we going to do? What is there to do? Well, I often think that what I often say in my mind is that, of course, we need to do things. There are responsibilities and duties we must fulfill if we are to create any change. But we must also realise that we are in a decline. This civilization, this world, in terms of its morals, in terms of its spirituality, well, at least the West. And soon enough it will fall and something else will take its place, and I guess it's up to us to decide what takes its place, what replaces it. We cannot be led down a path of others choosing, as progressive as that sounds, but I mean it in the true sense, because the liberal system we find ourselves in will draw everyone into these paths which are not of their choosing. For those who just want to live a more traditional, more religious, more godly life, well, they'll try their utmost to remove you from that. And I guess in the end we must try and preserve what little we have for the descendants that come after us, in the hope that they too will continue on with that legacy. I know those expectations aren't high. I know that some mass political movement is not on the list of things that I am suggesting. But how do you actually start that? How do you actually begin that? You're not going to do that online, through Discord, through small YouTube communities. You can share information through it, but you can't make serious change through it in anywhere other than those online people that you're talking to. So, hold the line, and I hope this has been of some use. I'll see you all later.